Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another reading. And oh god, my voice. I have some cards here to get more messages and how we are feeling and what is coming in the next couple of days, or this reading, since it's like within the week, it may be for someone specific, in which case you're very lucky to have this guidance specifically for you. And you'll know who you are. So let's begin. Let's see what messages we get. These are general messages. If you feel like you want more in-depth information, then please reach out and then I can help you a bit more. Okay, some cards just flipped out. They're kind of like okay, right. I'm gonna take them as reversed because they kind of like landed like sideways, but I'm gonna take the reverse. So you got the Hermit card, and then someone got the Seven of Cups, but both reversed. So Hermit reversed. It's time to no longer hide. In fact, you're meant to right now be in public presence, showcasing yourself even more and more. Yeah, you're no longer meant to isolate yourself. It's time to be present in front of people, be shown, be seen, be heard, be recognized, especially if you have done something quite incredible in your life, and if you went for it and if you achieved certain things, then how did you do it? And it's time to share your story. Hermit reversed. It's time to come out of the hiding. Seven of Cups reversed. All right. I see this as a good card because you had a lot of options before. I feel like now you don't, but not because you don't have options anymore, but because you have narrowed it down. You have realized that, you know what? I know exactly now what I'm wanting, and it's always been the same thing. It actually never changed what you had been wanting, to create, build, has not changed. And this is what this is saying. Seven of Cups reversed indicates that what you have had been wanting hasn't actually changed, and that's amazing because it means you are connecting back to your North Star. So you don't need to worry about working out, oh, this looks good, oh, this also looks good, that also looks good. Like, there are many different options, but now it's not that you don't have those options. It just means that you have certain clarity, which means you don't need to look at those options. You have accepted that what you had been wanting to create from day one is what you're meant to follow. For some of you, this is going to be a childhood dream. Childhood dreams is coming up as quite a big thing recently. So for some of you, it's really going to be a childhood dream that you had been wanting to really have in your life as a reality. And if it really is still relevant in your life and still comes out from now and then, something that you feel very warm and fuzzy towards, something that you feel like, I always wanted that, as a childhood I dreamt of being that, having that. And it's that kind of thing. So you are meant to now focus on your childhood vision. Some of you would have had a vision at a very young age as to what you want to be, how you want to be, what you want to create in a way. This is not true for everyone. Everyone has like some sort of inspiration when they are a child, but for some people their North Star will be very obvious, and it's time to follow that. Maybe it's not for long term, but for the short term, it's time to follow that because it's going to take you somewhere quite significant. And if you stick to it, even if you feel like you're going to fail, it will still be worth it because it's going to put you into contact with people who are linked with that vision. And who knows? It may not be necessarily the vision itself, but maybe it will be the people you have lifelong friendships with, you have a partnership with, this kind of life. So that's what I'm talking about, and that is available to you now. So let's have a look. What else comes up? 2 more cards flip down. The Star, absolutely. Focus should be on yourself, but also showing it to other people. It's no longer time to hide. It's time to really showcase your skills, who you are, to other people and in front of others. Big message, stop hiding. Stop hiding. No more hiding. You have a lot to offer and you don't even know it yet. I bet if you told me your story, if you shared your story with me, I would be like, geez, you've been through everything, like all sorts. And that's a story that needs to be shared. For some of you, yeah, that's what needs to be shared. That's what needs to be looked at. And there's no more hiding. It's time to be really seen as your authentic self in the limelight. That doesn't mean you share every single detail about your life, like, you know, oh, I did this, oh my God, why did I do that? None of that. It doesn't mean that. You can if you want to, if it feels authentic to you. But what you want to share is what is truly authentic to you. That's what you want to share. Yeah. And if some, you know, we do live in a world and time where we have a lot of oversharers in this world. And by oversharing, you know, sometimes it can help people, true, but sometimes it's just oversharing and it doesn't need to be that depth, you know, that level of, we don't need to know all those details. And TikTok is filled with that at the moment, you know, people really sharing their experiences in depth and using it as a form of therapy. Nothing wrong with that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you get to decide your level of authenticity, that like what means to you authentic. You share that level, less, more, or whatever you want to do. That's up to you, but you share that. But it is to be noted that you are going to be seen. Some of you are going to be in public eye. So choose how you want to be seen. Yeah, make a decision on how you want to be seen, what you want to be known for, and it's time to showcase that. And that it's really, really advised that whatever you want to be known for is something that is really, really deep to your heart. And the way to find that is to go back to your North Star, which is something you would have had in childhood. You would know what your North Star is. What do you keep coming back to? What do you, when you go out in the world, learn different skills, gain this and that, and when you kind of what's the word, you kind of like drift a bit further away from it, you always come back to that North Star. What is that North Star? You know, what is that safety like a zone where you feel like this is me, that's me. It's always been that. I always come back to that, you know, when you go around certain people, but you always come back to the people who you really connect with on a very deep level. That's what this card is saying. Time to recognize that. 2 of Cups. All right. Yeah. Right now, it's all about you. Now, 2 of Cups can often mean like a relationship strengthened, like within yourself, for yourself. And this is what this card is indicating, that it's going to be looking, how do you want to be seen? Look in the mirror, and do you see this person who you want to be? Is the person standing in front of you when you look in the mirror who and how you want to be? If the answer is yes, this is incredible. This is now a great time to share your story, because it means you have reached a level of comfortability. You have like reduced the level of perhaps shame for your past, certain things that happened, and you accept yourself at a deeper level. You accept yourself. You feel like you see yourself as a star. You see yourself as an impeccable human being, a rock star of a human being who has gone through such adversity and has come out of it with such grace and with such lessons that only indicate compassion for other people because you have gone through that phase. Such compassion for other people. What a great quality to have. And that's your job to figure out, that whether what you see in the mirror is someone you look up to or were looking up to. Do you match that level? And if you do, now is the time to share that story. Now's the time to talk about it, because people are going to be looking at you like you are this magnetic human being, this magnetic person that they are, in a way, like you have this magnetism. You're going to have this magnetism, and that's what you're meant to do right now. All right. Yes. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this mini reading, and I hope this brought you some messages in what to do today. And yes, I will see you for the next one.